Yes, well, good evening. Welcome to another edition of Sky Blue Fans TV. Well, have we been busy this week? Yes, we've been really busy. We had a show Sunday. We had 2 shows on Tuesday. Oh, my word. It's absolutely mental at Sky Blue Fans TV at the moment. And if you haven't seen it, then please head over and watch the video with Kieran Maguire. Absolutely brilliant. What an impact it will have for the Sky Blues owning the stadium. Thank you to everyone that's watched it so far. It's our best ever figures this season. So, well, 2025, it's our best figures. So thank you so much, whoever's tuned in. And if you haven't already seen it, then please head over. It is a fantastic listen. And thank you to Claudio for jumping on it as well on Tuesday, because it was such short notice. But tonight, we are going to be talking about a little bit about Millwall on Tuesday night. And we're going to be having Spot the Ball. So Spot the Ball's back again. We'll get another prize going. And we will get your comments coming in. And we look forward to Oxford. Unfortunately, our normal Oxford fan is on holiday. So we're just going to have to talk about a few stats and things between us. So it might not be a very long show tonight. It might only be going on for about 10 minutes. But let's just wait and see. You know what me and Claudio are like. We just get talking. So let's get the show on the go then. Let's get him in. It's just the two of us tonight at the moment, but I don't know if anyone else is going to join us, but you never know, someone might do. But good evening, Claudio.
Good evening, Miles. This is a bit of a romantic evening, isn't it? Just the two of us.
It is nice and romantic.
We need a bit of candlelight, don't we, or something?
I know. You need to get some lippy on. Where's the lippy gone? You used to have lipstick. Where's it gone?
I don't know. That's right. Yeah, it's changed, hasn't it? It used to be quite
yeah, you used to look like you had, yeah. Definitely. Anyway, listen, let's get Spot the Ball. I'm going to get you to write people's numbers down, by the way. You're going to have to help me here. Because it's just a term. It's where's the ball then? This is Haji Wright against QPR last weekend at the 7-1 drumming of them. Absolutely superb game. What a fantastic atmosphere. Owning the ground. Just brilliant. So give us a guess, Claudio, because we probably haven't had a look backstage, but give us a guess.
Number 9.
Number 9. Okay. Claudio's gone for number 9. So get your guesses in, guys. You can win a prize tonight on Spot the Ball. And please don't forget to give us a nice like and subscribe and give us a thumbs up tonight. We had, was it 150 on Sunday night? So let's see if we can get a few more. Let's see if we can get it up to 200 tonight. So come on. Let's get people liking and subscribing and give us a thumbs up. If you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. There's 103 people already on YouTube watching. So come on, give us a thumbs up. And that'd be great if you can do that. Right then, let's get on with the show. Now, I didn't see much of the game on Tuesday. I'm going to hold my hands up. I was a quiz master in Henley and Arden. I had my phone on the bar and I was drifting in and out the game. So I got to see a few bits. But Claudio, I know you watched the game. Come to you. You did a show Tuesday after the game, but first of all, were you disappointed with, I'm going to go with the result first tonight. Were you disappointed with that result after the way Saturday was and we're all hyper because we bought the ground and the buzz was around the place? Were you disappointed with that result?
Yeah, I was, because I thought the players coming in would have showed a bit more, really. And when you watched Grimsby last night with that win against Man United, it was terrific, wasn't it? And you saw they're celebrating on the pitch. I'm thinking it does mean something still. And how many games do you actually play in the Carabao Cup? We may get, we'd have been at Palace away, wouldn't we, in the next round? And that could have been it.
Yeah.
But it's good to have a run of games. And also, the players who are on the fringe of getting into the first team, when are they going to play? But that was disappointing for me, because I thought for a game where some of them could have showed something, I think too many didn't show enough to actually even be thought about starting on Saturday. So, and that's where I'm disappointed. I wasn't disappointed with the. It's a weird one. I wasn't disappointed that we went out, but I am disappointed. That sounds a bit mad, but it was the way we lost was a bit poor, and we only showed up for the last 20 minutes basically when he put the big guns on. But Yeah, I was disappointed with the players who played because I thought they should have showed more.
Now,
Basically,
I mean, I watched a bit. I had it on my phone. I got it on, and I was, as I say, in between rounds, and I was having a quick little look, and I watched a bit of the first half. And to be honest, look, these players have been around for a while with us now. Jamie Allen, for one. I seen there was an instant he picked the ball up in midfield. There was a clear pass forwards, and he ends up playing it backwards. It gets intercepted, and I think it led to the corner that the goal came from, the first goal, if I'm not mistaken, or I don't know. As I say, but he played the ball backwards, and there was a clear pass forwards as well, but he decided to turn and play it past. It got intercepted, and I think they broke off and it went out for the corner, and then that's how they scored their first goal. We can't afford to be doing things like that if you're going to bring in replacements, can you? Because, you know, we said it on Sunday, second half of QPR, when we brought on the substitutes, that's what's left in our squad. And we've said it week in, week out. People have said, oh, well, we've got two right backs now, and one of them's worth 5 million, one of them's worth God knows how many million. Do you want them sitting on the bench? But it showed, I think, Millwall, that those players that started, majority of them that haven't started a game, we do need backup players that are worth £3 to £4 million, surely.
Well, you've just said it there. When those players came on the second half against QPR, that last 20 minutes sort of was it went a bit dead, didn't it, really? And that kind of continued with the Millwall game, I thought, because some of those players were playing then. Going back to Jamie Allen, I just think that was old habits. There's a couple of times he ran forward with it 3 yards, ran back again and passed it backwards when he could have just kept going. I think we've gone beyond that now, and I think it also affected the likes of Ellis Sims. I mean, Ellis Sims, he again got a chance to show what he can do, and I don't think he really took it. But he didn't have Torp and Rodoni around him like Haji Wright had when he came on. You know, and it makes a big difference. I just felt with Kai Andrews and Jamie Allen, you haven't got the same two players, have you? They're not going to be up around the 18-yard box. They're not going to be pushing forward like those two. And I was surprised that Grimes started, because I thought if anybody, you want to rest anybody, it'd be Matt Grimes, wouldn't it? Being the oldest
You would
one.
think so. Yeah.
He's too valuable. If he's going to rest players, you might as well rest him. But some of those players they just aren't good enough. And this is what worries me about our squad. We have got players for every position and cover, but like you say, the cover isn't quite what we need. We need better cover. We want to guarantee a playoff spot, I think. Remember last year, we had some freakish results towards the back end of the season. So many last-minute winners beyond 90 minutes, goals coming from people we didn't expect to see score. But in the end, we ran out of legs, didn't we? When we had players like Torp missing, and that semi-final, that killed us now. When you look at Torp, the way he started this season, you can see what we missed those two matches. So we do need better. And it worries me because this transfer window is almost over. And things aren't really happening, are they? Although, as we know, Mr. King does like to keep it quiet, doesn't he, about what goes on in the background?
He does, and he does. And we'll talk a little bit about, not many days left, a little bit later on after we spoke about Oxford. But, this Millwall game for me, I thought this is a chance to get through to the third round. It's a team that we can beat. And I was disappointed going in at half time 1-0 down when I seen that we were going in at 1-0 down, because when they scored, from what I seen, we did put a little bit of pressure on, didn't we, when they scored, after they scored?
Well, let's go back to that goal as well, Miles. This is 6 set pieces, 6 goals we've conceded. And I touched on, Jim Brown touched on this last night on the History podcast. We talked about Magnificent Seven, and games with 7 goals in, plus we talked about what's been happening the last week. And he touched on the point that actually from open play, we've not conceded any goals this season. And I said, well, it looks like in open play, we've probably sorted out the way we're defending. Because Millwall didn't create a lot of chances. QPR created virtually nothing. We talk about the XG on that, and we say, like, I think ours was 1.7 and theirs was even less. So in a game where we actually didn't create many chances, we scored 7 goals from 8 shots, basically. In reality, if they go by XGs, it should have been a 1-0 win, basically, that game. But last night, going back to the set pieces, we are not defending set pieces at all at the minute. And the ball statistically, I think it's 1% of goals are scored from corners, apparently. So, but we are letting in goals from corners. That was 2 the other night. And how many times did we get a corner and not really get on the end of anything? But I think defensively, and I've had a go about our defenders saying it's virtually the same defence for the last 2 seasons, and Jim rightly pointed out, but at set pieces, we've got 11 players in the box. So how are they getting to the ball first? Why are they winning the ball first? And that's something, we need to address, because we're going to talk about the game Saturday. They've got some big lads, Oxford. And if I'm watching us the other night, I'd be thinking, even against QPR, just sling the ball in the box and see what happens. Because at the minute, we are 6s and 7s when it comes into the box like that. And the new lad, although he had a couple of decent games at the start of the season, a couple of times he's been flapping, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Definitely. Goal. So, but is that nervousness because of the way we're defending?
Yeah, it could be, but we've always had, no matter what, we've always had, and it goes way back, even before, when Mark Robins came back in, even before that, we've always been a team where we do have 11 players in a box. When do we ever have a player on the halfway line? We were 3-0 up. We were 3-0 up last weekend. I think they had a corner, and we still had 11 players in the box, but we're 3-0 up. I don't think you're ever going to get away from that. And you see other teams, they always put someone on the halfway line. But I get what you're saying about, the defensive. All the goals that we have conceded have come from virtually set pieces. Apart from one was a penalty, obviously. I mean, that's 50-50 in it at the end of the day, if you're going to save it or not, or they're going to miss it. But you're right, and we've had the same defence for the last 2 seasons. So where do we get someone to come in? Because we've only got so many days. What we got left? 4 days left. Where do we get someone? Well, not 4 days. Is it 3.5 days left? So where do we get someone in from? Do we go for someone like, which we'll touch on more later, but do you go for an inexperienced like Hughes, or do you go for someone experienced like Kyle McFadzean, that sort of player?
Yeah, it's a tricky one, because you could have not a lot of games behind you, but be very good, which is what I think Charles Hughes is. Or you can go for the old head. Now, if you get an old head like Steve Cook was, I mentioned this before, when he first joined Forest, I think from Bournemouth, and they stayed up, didn't they? He did the job perfectly, and then they realised he's no good for the Premier League. They found him off to QPR. He wasn't too bad last season. He was dreadful Saturday, wasn't he? His legs are gone. You see, so you got to be careful in the type of centre half you get in. If you get somebody with experience, you got to go for a 28, 29-year-old, haven't you? With at least got 3 years in them, minimum. You can't go for somebody too far down the line, because they're not going to be good enough, are they?
No.
Yeah. But you can get a youngster in. I mean, Callum Doyle was okay, wasn't he? He had Fads and McNally, so that was a good combination, wasn't it? You see, and of course, our worry is we can't rely on Jake Bidwell to step in all the time.
No,
he's too small, and he's not fast enough in that role, the way teams play nowadays. And also Latty, I mean, he ain't the quickest, is he? So, and he's not big either. So it's difficult. We do need to get a couple in, I think, as cover. We can't rely on those two.
No. Well, we'll touch on that a little bit later on. And I mean, for me, I thought I'm disappointed with the result Tuesday. I really would have liked to have got through this round to gone on to the next one. To, I don't know. It's a little bit more money for the club. it would have made it a lot better for us, kept the winning run going as well, wouldn't it? But I did see quite a lot of the second half because I had a break in between what I was doing. I did get to see a lot of the second half. And when the big guns come on, I mean, what is going on with Haji Wright? What have they put in Haji Wright's cup of tea? Because I tell you something, what I seen of Haji Wright when he come on, oh my days, he was as sharp as he was on Saturday against QPR. Yeah. He was exactly the same. He won what a great move to win the penalty as well towards the end of the game. I mean, if that had come 10 minutes earlier, wow, game on, isn't it, really, at the end of the day? That is game on. But, I mean, the way he got that penalty was just unbelievable. What's going on with Haji? It's like he's watched us and he's gone, I'm going to show them lot.
Well, about watching us, he's probably listening to the groans from the crowd as well, I think, when they were... I just think maybe towards about... I mean, he had that great game against Sunderland and he got injured, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he wasn't right. And he looked like he wasn't even trying at some stage, didn't he, back in the last season? And then you have to wonder if he's struggling to find any form and yet Ellis Sims can't get in the team. I mean, that's a worry, isn't it? But I thought when he came on, he just looked dynamic. It was like, that's the striker we need. And if that's the case, we don't need a striker like we were saying to play down the middle. We need somebody to basically replace Norman Bissett, don't we? Or if Asante gets injured, or Ellis Sims, we do need another striker then, but who's a bit different, or somebody who can play with him. I mean, Josh Sargent's still out there, but he looks good though, doesn't he? He looks good. He looks hungry. Like you say, when he got the penalty, great bit of dribbling. He looks so much better. In fact, he looked like the player I thought we were signing, and what we got for most. I mean, his scoring record, Miles, is way better than Victor Gyökeres. People need to realise this. He's only something like 8 goals short of where Victor was in, I don't know, loads of games less he's played. Someone will probably point out how many games he's played, but the comparison is massive, compared to Victor at the same stage of his career when he was at Coventry. So, and I know he takes penalties, but so did Vic as well. So it's his goal ratio is very, very good. We know he can finish. He proved it Saturday. 2 great finishes. When you look back on those 2 goals, they were great the way he took them. And you're right, when he came on, and it lifted the whole team as well, I thought. It almost felt like they'd got somebody to play with up there. And I think this is the worry we have with Ellis. He doesn't instill any confidence in the rest of the team, I don't think, when he's up there on his own. Whereas Haji, the way he's bubbling around, he just looks busy. It's exactly how you want him to be. And even...
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sorry to go on here, but even Asante didn't look the same on Tuesday without Haji Wright there. It was interesting to see that, and maybe that's what Frank Lampard sees. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I'll come on to Frank because I watched the interview and I'll come on to that. But Paul Cutterford's come on. He says, if you think about it, Wright is in a World Cup season. Yeah, we said that the other day, didn't we? We said it, we've said it a few times now, and you're quite right, Paul. It is a World Cup season. But he hasn't been called up.
No.
No. And who's the other one that hasn't been called up? Someone else. Someone else hasn't been called up. I can't remember now. But there's another player who plays for us hasn't been called up either. I mean, so he's in a World Cup season. No, not Asante. Someone else. Can't remember. It was on the other day. It's gone out of my mind. It's been just mental this week, hasn't it? With the show, with everything we've been doing. But I mean, yeah, he's right there. It is a World Cup season for him. And these are basically, he has got to prove himself. But what I've seen is the Haji Wright that we've always wanted to see. I don't think Haji Wright, the first season he was here and he got 20 goals, I don't think he played like he has done the last 2 games that season. Do you? Do you think he played that way? I don't think he played like that.
No, because he was out on the wing, wasn't he? He was cutting inside and scoring goals from there. But I think if you've got the freedom of the park, he's got more room to play in, and if he's really up for it, I think it's going to be really dangerous. And he's proved already he can score goals.
Oh, he's the best finisher we got. He's definitely the best finisher we got.
Yeah. But we just got to get up there with him. I think this is what was lacking in that game at Millwall, where you got the two lads midfield who nowhere near as good as Torp and Rodoni, weren't getting up with Ellis Sims, and that's the problem you get. You get like a huge expanse of football pitch that nobody's filling, basically.
I mean, and then also it stops Asante from getting forward a bit more because he's having to come back a little bit more. It stops I can't remember who played on the left on Tuesday.
Good question.
Someone will tell us. But I mean, you know, but that stop that, as you're saying, if it isn't going forward through the middle, it's not going to go forward on the wings, is it? And we're not going to get the balls into the box, and that's the key, isn't it? I will say,
sorry, you say about Asante. Asante spent a lot of the time on the edge of our box in the first half.
On Tuesday.
On Tuesday, yeah, he hardly got forward.
Yeah, and that's and again, that comes from midfield again, doesn't it? Trying to get the ball out, the higher press and everything else. And we said that before, though, haven't we? Where if you don't do the high press, we tend to then start to concede goals, don't we? Because the back two don't feel comfortable enough because they're feeling a bit more pressure, and then that then reflects on the goalkeeper. He starts being a bit funny and can't get his clearances out, although Ben was in goal. So it does have a knock-on effect within the team. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, someone's put, I think prize money was about £100,000, but £100,000 is still £100,000 into Doug King's and Coventry City's
Europe. You know, it's not just about you can end up in the Conference League, or if it is, or
yeah, exactly.
It's not just about the £100,000. There's more to it than that.
Yeah.
And it's only a few games. It's not a lot of games. And it's all over by February, I think, isn't it? March.
Yeah. Ralph says it was Asante. Thank you, Ralph. I couldn't remember who it was. I know there was two of our players that haven't been called up, and I was quite surprised with Haji Wright. So, you know, not being called up. But at the end of the day, I think the biggest disappointment for me in this is that we haven't kept the winning run going. I think that the momentum. I'm going to talk to you now about Frank. Well, in fact, actually, let's just remind people, spot the ball. Have you got your pen and paper ready, Claudio?
Yeah, if you read comments out, I'll jot some of these down.
No worries. I'll read the comments out. So, spot the ball, get your guesses in, and you can get your guesses in now. Get your spot the ball guesses, and you can win yourself a Sky Blue Fans TV mug this evening. Brilliant. Right then. So let's get some of these comments in. Let's go right back to the top because we have got quite a lot coming through. And by the way, thank you so much to everybody who has watched our program with Kieran Maguire. If you haven't seen it, then please head over now. You can watch it now. It's becoming our biggest show of the year so far, 2025. Absolutely superb. Claudio jumped on it on Tuesday. What a great chap to talk to and to get all the insight on what can happen now for the Sky Blues being owning the ground. Absolutely brilliant. So head over now on our YouTube channel. If you want to listen to it at work or in the car, you can get it on Spotify as well. Please don't forget as well, David Speedie night, 26th of September. The description for the tickets is in the description on YouTube. You can click on the link or copy and paste it into your web browser, and you can buy your tickets now. £10 to see David. Bring your book along. He'll sign it, have a photo with you. And also we've got a raffle and a quiz on the night. It's going to be brilliant, hosted by ourselves. Right, then let's get some of these comments in because there is quite a lot coming through. Let's get to that page. Go right to the top. Okay. So, Sell Up CCFC says, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and also give us a thumbs up, guys. We reached 150 on Sunday night. Let's see if we can get to 200 tonight. That'd be great. Bonsoir. Good evening, all. Good evening to everyone who's saying good evening. Sell Up CCFC says, shout out if you became a temporary Grimsby fan last night and enjoyed Man United dumped out. Justice served. There you go. Justice served. And by the way, he says Sky Blue Sam, Sky Blue Sam. That means he's a member on YouTube, which you get little thumbnails so you can put them little pictures up on YouTube. It's brilliant. You can get on it $1.99 a month or $4.99 a month. Absolutely superb. Lee Beckett's come in. Everyone's saying good evening. Lee Beckett's come in and he's gone, Bamford just released by Leeds. But is he injury prone? That's the only other thing. There you go. Rich T's come on. He says, yes, a bit of karma for Man United last night. What's his name? The Man United fan on YouTube. What's his name?
Goldbridge, is it?
That's the one. Oh, my word. I'll tell you what, if we behave like that.
Goldbridge is an idiot.
Yeah. If we behave like that on this show, it's, oh, man. He don't even go to...
I was just going to say that. Has he ever been?
No, don't be daft. You know what I mean? He don't even go to any bloody games. He just sits at home with his Sky remote and just commentates on it. Bloody Burke. Paul Stratton. Think we all got a squad depth reality check against Millwall. Youth team, we need to keep our first team fit as backup. Looks well off the standard we need. Yes, it does. That's what we were saying. It does look a little bit off. And I think Alan was the, I don't know, most senior captain now, I suppose, when the team came out, wasn't he? Because isn't he old? He's older than Grimes, isn't he? Wayne Burton, evening. Let's bounce back after Millwall and win on Saturday. Well, talking about Oxford, they got an absolute drumming last night, 6-0, wasn't it? I don't know how many first team players played for them, but they got an absolute drumming. Brian Tully in Coventry. Evening, guys. Grimsby victory. Softened Millwall defeat. Ha ha. 4-1 against Oxford to us. There we go. Paul Cutiford. Millwall was fun, but the first half was like going back 6 months. We should have started strong and worked backwards. That would have been nice. Victoria. Good evening, Victoria. Thursday night date for Miles and Claudio. That's what you said, didn't you? Oh, can I get jealous? Can I get jealous?
Where is
loads of... I don't know. I've tried messaging him today. He hasn't replied. He's still got my shirt. I don't know if he's changed it. Finn, no excuses. Our B team should be good enough to have beaten Millwall, youth team or not. And Millwall's youth team. Brian Tully. Oh, we'll just add that one. Why does that come up twice? Oh, don't like that. Ryan Matthews, good evening, fellas. It's just nice to feel so much positivity around the club at the moment. It is. It's fantastic. Yeah. And I'm still positive, even though we did get beat. Good evening to you both. Claudio, you do look like your date nights, just not with the same person. First Ken, then Jack, now Miles. Variety is the spice of life.
Not much of a choice, is it?
Hey, I'm the better looking one, so come on. I mean, have a word. Mark Morris, do we think will be any new players in? If not, do you think we are risking ruining a possible great season? Well, we're going to talk about them a little bit later on. Rich T, disappointed with Millwall performance. Anthony Pettifer, it was a game we could have won looking at Millwall, but when you give away soft goals, yes, exactly. Wayne Brewerton, rumours, we put another bid in for Hughes. Rich T, nobody took their chances. Wayne Littlewood, evening all, yes, it was disappointing. At the manner we lost was poor. The manner we lost, it was poor. It also showed how little depth we have. Really need reinforcements. We've been saying it all summer. Wayne, we've been saying it all summer, mate. We know where we need reinforcements. Dan says, same old problem. The backup players aren't good enough. A few injuries and we are struggling again. A bid weekend coming up in the transfer market. Mark R. Drifting in and out of the game sounds apt. It's a game, so we should have played with more intensity and looking for a decent win. But but I'll get over the disappointment. Yes, we're over the disappointment. We bought a stadium. Who cares about the what's that?
Diabetes, heart attack, drink
Diabetes heart attack drink
cup.
cup.
Carabao.
Oh yeah, the Carabao. Only Villa cares about it, as all they have won in 42 years. Brilliant. Mark Patman, evening all. Coventry top of the league by Christmas, I think. Oh, Wayne Littlewood. Defensively, we are still lacking and really need that leader. Thomas and Kitchen are okay, but won't get promoted with them two in the back all season. Stronger teams will have a field day. Alex Ow. Agree. I think a lot of fringe players missed a massive opportunity to make Frank Lampard consider them. Yes, probably. Paul Stratton, Brow Rodriguez, Alan Sims, Andrews, nowhere near starting 11. KKH was disappointing. Thank God MVE is still here. Big reality check. Wayne Littlewood, our starting 11 is very good. It's after that which we are worried. Ryan Matthews, KKH is a very good player, and he'll be important for us, I'm sure. He just needs more game time to gel with us, but it's kind of hard when we have another very good right back in Milan. That's true, but you got to fight for your place. You may have a very good player in Milan. KKH is good, but that means you got to fight for your place. You don't just earn it. You don't just walk in. You got to earn it. Peter Doolan, good evening, guys. Great result Saturday. Hoping my trip to Oxford on Saturday is the same result. Blimey, you don't want much, do you? Another 7-1. Lee Beckett says Sims needs to be in a 2. In a 2. Oh, in a 2. Yeah, in a 2.
Front, yeah.
Not a 1. Not a 1 up front.
He played like a number 2.
I was going to say, Nicholas James, Tuesday night is a funny one. I would have liked our squad players to have taken their opportunity. At the very least, they should be putting in 110% effort-wise, especially as I think they are talented players. They need to be able to impact games and be good enough to win games. Oh, I like that comment. That's brilliant. Still no new signings. Any rumours going around at all? Well, we bought the ground. Are you not happy? Just happy with the ground? Yeah. I mean, come on. Have we got any money left? That's the thing. Lee Beckett, as much as Alan is light and he is a nice lad, but he didn't have the legs for the game. Autism Monkey, keep what we have and add a centre-back, Hughes, and I'd be very happy. Mick Davenport, Sims needs to be sold. Tony Thorpe, Alan only passes sideways and backwards. Yeah, I picked up on it. Just some of the brief football I did see. Most of it was going backwards from him or sideways. Anthony Pettifer, we have a single bed spread cover deck. But we need a king size one. Yes. Richard Hannah says BBC CWR will say in another Hughes bid made. No one knows. Look what happened with the CBS Arena. How did we know that was going to come off? No one knows, do they, Claudio?
A lot of the stuff you hear is coming from agents. It's a bit like Bobby Thomas and even with Milan, because what they're trying to do is, some of these players, they're seeing other players being offered contracts. So what happens is the agents will think, well, my guy's on 2 years left, I think, some of them. And they'll be thinking, right, we'll start talking now and making it sound like clubs are after them. And what it does sometimes do is it pressures the club they're playing for to put in an offer to make, give them a better contract, add another year or a couple of years, whatever. So I wouldn't believe any of it. So it could be the same for Hughes. It could just be that their agent is trying to get more money, trying to make him sound really valuable. It might push, because Hull are in a dilemma, aren't they? They're in a transfer embargo, but I think one of them's been lifted. So there's only 2, not 3 now, but they still can't sign anybody for cash, I think. So they do need money.
Isn't it 2 years or something? two or three transfer windows.
It was 3. It's now down to 2. So basically, they could do with flogging him because they want the money for their books. But I just think a lot of the time the rumours start, and it's the agents who are doing it because they're trying to move the player on. And it sometimes every transfer window, and it's not just our players. It's whoever's decent at your club always gets mentioned. It's never the crap ones, is it?
No,
it's the ones that they know. You don't hear rumours about. No, I've said crap ones, but you know what I mean. The ones who are normally on the bench, they're not the ones that get talked about. It's the ones who are in the first team. It's like Rodoni with Southampton. Was there anything in that whatsoever?
Well, it's like I said. Why would you be Rodoni, like who's at a great club now, who the club is in progression, who's moving forwards in the right direction, to go to another championship club? You're only surely a player like Rodoni just wants to play in the Premier League, so you're not going to go to Southampton, who are now a championship. Yeah, okay, Southampton might go up. You don't know, but Southampton might not go up because you know what can happen in this league.
I think they've just sold somebody to West Ham, I think, for 40-odd million.
Yeah.
Fernandez. So, you don't know, do you? The only problem is money, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if somebody comes in for Rodoni and they just say, look, this is your chance. You're going to quadruple your wages. You got a 4-year contract. The chances are he's going to go.
Well, agent want their piece as well, don't they? They need to make their money back after their big summer holiday.
If you sell him for 20-odd million or 30-odd million, the agent's getting 10% of that. That's not bad, is it?
No,
not bad at all. And then all sorts of sign-on fees and all sorts, and
I'll have a piece of it, that's for sure. Let's get some more comments in. Nicholas James, at some point we need to give Ellis a run out with our quality first choice players, maybe. Mark Cunningham, I have to agree with Claudio. That was a great chance for the fringe players to make a stake for the first team place, but they did nothing. I think Kai Andrews got bossed off the ball, didn't he, for the first goal? And it sort of went through.
He lost the flight of it, didn't he? He lost the flight completely. And then KKH, I don't know what he was doing. And then even when he shot, I thought it wasn't the best shot in the world. It just seemed to go in. There's a couple of goals you've let in recently where I think had it been another goalkeeper, there would have been lots of complaints.
Yeah.
That way.
Definitely. Janet says, don't think it helped the players' coach being stuck in traffic. No excuses.
No.
Fans turned up. Players got to turn up. Wayne Littlewood, transfer window overall so far has been poor. Watching Kessler at the back shows how valuable Milan is. And if he goes, we are really struggling. He's not going. There was something about the other day, Wolfsburg again, and they've gone in for someone else now.
Yeah.
He's not going. What? Right. This is right. Okay. There's certain YouTube channels out there going, oh, Milan's moving to Germany, blah, 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 because he wants to be closer to his girlfriend in Holland. Hold on a minute. If he wants to be closer to his girlfriend in Holland, surely he wants to go and play in Holland, not in bloody Germany. Because by the time you go from Germany to Holland, you can jump on a plane here and get to Holland in just about the same amount of time.
Well, don't you remember with Hamer, where they reckon he was going to go back to Holland because he was homesick?
Yeah. I mean, come on, have a word with yourselves, guys. Seriously. Why are you going to go to Germany if your girlfriend's in Holland? Come on. I know it borders with Germany. I know what you're all going to say, but borders with France, borders with... I know all that. But seriously, if you're going to be close to your girlfriend, then you're going to move over to Holland again, aren't you? You're not going to go to Germany. And, end of. So, pack it in. You ain't going anywhere. Tell me that next week.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not on next week. I'm at Tom Grennan next week, so I won't be on next Thursday.
When is deadline day? When is actual deadline day?
Monday morning.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, Monday morning. So there you go. Right then, who else we got here? We got Tony Thorpe. Good evening, Tony. Nicholas James. How many more does he need?
He's on about Sims, isn't he? How many more chances?
Yeah, how many more chances? Exactly. Alex Ow. Coventry press against QPR was fantastic. It was, definitely.
Yeah.
Good evening, Chris Baker. Yeah, Chris is organising the David Speedie night, so please get your tickets now. They are in the description on our YouTube channel, and you can head over to the Woolsgrave Working Men's Club Facebook page and order your tickets, or go into the club and buy them from behind the bar. It's selling really well. You don't want to miss the night. Evening, gents. I see all the positivity of the ground being bought, and the 7-1 win has all been undone by our second string side losing 2-1 in the cup. Hardly anyone wants us to continue in. I wanted to continue in it. I like cup runs. I love it. Rich T, if only we had a Fads type defender set piece with Hughes. Yeah, that'd be good. Adam T is coming on the show Sunday.
Oh, is he?
Yes, he's coming on the show because Mr. View Sky has had to cancel. So Adam's going to come on this Sunday, which would be great. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Paul Cuttiford, Claudio was right. Oh, by the way, Adam works for the Express newspaper, so that should be good. Paul Cuttiford, Claudio was right about the backup players are not up to scratch. I have been saying for the last 3 years that we need quality players across the squad. We need 6 players to hold down squad places. Yes.
The problem we got, Miles, is
we
do need quality. And when you look at like the Champions League draw was done today, wasn't it? And you look at Chelsea.
I don't know.
Well, you look at their squads, but the thing is, those players know they're going to be playing a lot of games in Europe as well. So some of them probably don't care that they're not playing on the Saturday if they're going to be playing against Barcelona midweek. They'll know beforehand if they're going to be playing or not. So it's a bit different, isn't it? Whereas we only got the Carabao Cup to play these players in. We've only probably got 2 or 3 rounds in the FA Cup. So I think it is important to take these games seriously because that's the only chance they get to play. There's no reserve team football anymore. Ben Wilson now is going to sit on the bench until the 3rd round of the FA Cup, basically.
Yeah, unless Rushworth gets injured.
Yeah, but I mean, basically,
but then he'll probably bring Bad Collins in.
But you know what I mean? I can't see a lot of those players on the bench actually starting unless there is a suspension or an injury.
Yeah, definitely.
Or somebody's been absolutely useless.
Yeah,
totally agree. Form in the league, they've been okay.
Yeah, definitely. Can I ask a question? Your 2 shirts there look like fakes, but they're not.
I know. It's bizarre, isn't it? That
on camera, they look completely different.
It is bizarre. That's
madness.
The coral one looks orange.
Yeah, it does, but it's not. It's coral. We know.
I've heard the fake ones look green, apparently.
No, turquoise.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, very turquoise, and they got 4 chevrons on the shoulder.
We were talking about this because obviously these are all real ones behind me. I said it's almost like, do I buy fake ones to hang up and just keep the real ones not hang up? You know what I mean? So they got me display, but that's extra cash, isn't it? It's not.
Well, I still haven't bought the away one yet.
There's new stuff just announced tonight. Some of the
I know.
£100 now. Training jackets are really banging up the prices now.
Yeah, the training walkout jackets last year, those nice ones, which I missed out on the home one. They bought out another one, and it's 80 quid now instead of 70 quid.
Yeah, I used to wear I've still got it now.
And Jack's hat.
Yeah.
Jack's hat. Jack's hat.
Yeah.
That hat. That new era hat. 39 quid.
Blimey. Well, if it fits.
39 quid for that hat.
Right. Because I think the coat that Mark Robbins used to wear on the touchline, that's the one I bought from 2 or 3 years ago. That was about 60 quid. And that's a really good, waterproof.
Yeah.
But the prices now have gone through the roof, haven't they? Absolutely.
Yeah, well, that walkout,
but
that new walkout jacket.
It's money to us now, isn't it? everything.
I know, but that new walkout jacket was 70 last year. It's 80 this year. I thought, oh, I can't. And do you know what? But they bought all this new gear out, but they still ain't got the pro version of the away shirt in, so I can't even buy it. I'm not buying just a replica. I'm holding out for a pro version. I'm holding out.
It's interesting what Kieran said on the show, the interview I did with him about kits, and how, depending on how big your club is, that depends whether or not you get a stock. So if we run out, the chances are you won't get another shirt because they won't do a run because it's not profitable, it's not sustainable.
Yeah, but surely now though we are either number 2 or 3 in the pecking order with Hummel because of the amount of shirts we sell. Surely, because there ain't many clubs out there that are Hummel that are bigger than us. Well, surely not. Apart from Denmark.
No, because Everton have gone now, haven't they? They've gone with somebody else.
Yeah, there's only a few German teams, a couple of Spanish teams.
Southampton do, don't they?
No, Southampton are not Hummel anymore.
Oh, aren't they?
No.
That's interesting then.
Yeah. We're the only Hummel in. Wycombe Wanderers, they're Hummel.
Yeah.
You know, Charlton Athletic, they were Hummel, but now they're Castor, whatever you want to call it, aren't they?
Yeah, because I know Nicola Ibbotsson's looking to do something on the PSG line, which I don't know if we can because we're nowhere near as big as PSG, but to do like, what do you call it? He called it something, didn't he, Kieran? Where it's basically leisure wear. So it's a bit like that T-shirt I got, which just got CCFC on it. The trouble is Cardiff City. That's the thing I don't like about that. We need to rethink that, so it's Coventry. So you better have sky blues on it.
Yeah, but if they're going to do something, it's got to be good. Can't. It's got to be good. It can't be any old tat.
See, instantly,
it's got to be. It's got to be good. I mean, not like that. Not like that T-shirt you bought this year. It can't be any old crap like that.
It's up there now.
I can't see it. I don't care. I don't want to see it. But none of that crap. It's got to be. If it's going to be good, it's got to be good.
But you need to have a label on it, like your feeler one, so you know straight away what it is. So if somebody sees a top, they'll go, "Oh, that's one of them Cov City things, design wear, whatever." Anyway, we've completely got off topic here.
Lee Beckett says, "I'm glad we are out, but the team didn't play well in the first half. No, till all the main players come on, wasn't it?" Wayne Littlewood, Grimes put in some great balls from corners, and I can only think of Brow, who had a header go all over in the second half. Do you know what I noticed recently? We've stopped letting Radoni take the corners, and I know Radoni's good in the box, I know he's good in the air, but I still think his corners are better than Grimes. Grimes does take a good corner, but I think Radoni's is right on the money. Nicholas James, yes, we do need to be able to defend set pieces much better than we are currently. Do we do that? And really, will we be able to push for top? Because we certainly have plenty of goals in the team. Paul Kittiford, all 6 goals conceded so far from set pieces. Chris Baker, tickets picking up for Speedy within the final month now, and not many left. There you go. So get your tickets in now for David Speedie night. Alex Howe, we've never effectively replaced Carl McFadzine. Mark Lights, need a quality centre-back urgently. Phil Taylor, allegedly, we put in another bid for Hughes. Anthony Pettifer, I asked when Mark Robbins was in charge, why do we have 11 players back for corners? When we kick it up the field, it comes straight back. He suggested analysis showed it was the best tactic. Well, it ain't the best tactic. It ain't the best tactic, that's for sure. I don't think it is. Anyway,
not when we concede so many as we do, and it, you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense, does it?
No, it don't make sense.
I think the problem is, we could talk about tactics all night, but zonal marking is the issue, because each player has an area to mark and not a player. If you've got 3 big lads running in from the 18-yard box, what you have to have is 3 other guys blocking them off without pulling them down to the ground, basically. So you've got to stand in the way. If you let them brush past you, and they've got the momentum, and that's how Radoni scores goals, doesn't he? When he comes into the box with his headers, you know, you've got to pick these players off, and the 4 lads who are stood there in the zonal area do nothing unless it drops on them. So I think it's not just the defence; it's other players around them have got to do their jobs as well.
Yeah,
and for some reason, the message isn't getting through. So they need to address it.
Something will happen. You watch. They'll address it, and then goals will dry up. Martin Goodall, Hughes is always well overpriced. I think he is as well, but I haven't seen enough of him. Paul Stratton, Wolfenden apparently in talks with Watford. That's the guy from Ipswich, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
I like this comment. Now, this comment is brilliant, and I'm going to say it's brilliant because I was just talking about this today to someone at work who's not a football fan, and I was trying to explain to him how now owning the stadium makes a difference for our club. And I like this. Fan Hunter, we will get more quality and depth in time, but we're not in a bad position, even if it's not an ideal one. Stadium ownership can rewrite a 3-year plan, for example. As fans, we need to be patient. I love that because I was just saying to someone at work today, now we own the stadium, no matter what we buy at the stadium goes straight back into the pockets of the club. And if you watch our show from Tuesday night with Kieran Maguire, you can get it now. If you go over, head over, not now, after this show, go and watch it. It's brilliant. You can see basically what Kieran's trying to say, that the club now, and I was saying to this earlier on, that whatever we buy, it is now our time. The fans, I know we've done it all season. We've done it for the last 4 or 5 seasons, 7 seasons. We've done our bit. We haven't finished yet. The fans haven't finished. We need to keep doing our bit now, because whatever we buy at the ground on match days goes straight back into the club. So Kieran was saying, wasn't he? He says, whatever, if we buy something for £2 and it's £1 profit, the pound goes straight back into the club. And that's how we've got to look at it now. So if you want to buy 4 pints, buy 6, because those 2 extra pints will help the club. You might not get to see much of the game, but you know what I mean? But it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I love that comment, fan. Absolutely superb. Ben Green is one of our monthly subscribers, $1.99 or $4.99 to help the channel out. Absolutely brilliant. I'm a big fan of Chris Mepham, who's just joined the Baggies. He'd have been perfect for our centre back for us. That's a good shout. That is a good shout. Nicholas James, Tony Thorpe. I do see what you're saying. I'm just speaking more from an angle of how it looks like he's here for this season without anyone else coming in. So we will have to try again at some point with him. On about Sims, aren't they? Playing him in the team. Finn, we have left it late again. We know what we need. Yes, we do know what we need. But another thing I was trying to say, do you think we're going to try and profit now up until January, stick with what we got? If we keep all our star players, Radoni, Milan, Haji Wright, whoever, we keep hold of them through this window and we don't sign anyone else, but we sign the stadium, we get to January, we take all the profits from what we earn now and then do something in January. How do we know? We just don't know. Hector says centre-back is key. Read that for me.
We have a great chance this year. I'm sure Doug can see that as well.
There you go. That's because there was no space in that. It threw me. Sorry, guys. Dyslexia and all that.
You mentioned, sorry, before we read Glenn's contact, you mentioned about in January, the reason Hull are in dire straits financially regarding transfers is when they took on an Aston Villa player, Philogene, had him on loan. They were paying all his wages. That was the deal.
Wow.
35 grand a week at the time. So, and that's the dilemma you've got with things like loan players if you can't get the right deal, because they threw the kitchen sink at it, didn't they? That last half of the season and didn't make the playoffs, and then lost about 6 players. And last season, they were close to relegation because they had to do a complete rebuild, like we had to do. Except we got to the semi-finals of the FA Cup that season. We had our rebuild, and would have
Blimey.
possibly got to the playoffs. Last six we have not had the cup run. So that's the danger, isn't it, of taking loans on in January? Because if clubs know you're desperate, they'll just go, yeah, you can have him, but you're paying the lot. And that may have happened to us, you see. We don't know, do we? We don't know.
Well, was it, we were talking about loans, weren't we? That it's, you can pay it, like you just said, you could end up paying all their wages. It's like renting a property and you give it back.
Oh, yeah, it's like the Callum Doyle deal, isn't it? Where they get first say, they get to buy him back. It's nonsense, isn't it? I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it is really, because you wouldn't get any salon clause either, would you?
Oh.
Glenn's come in. He said, Ariel Jules won last season. Hughes, 65.8%. I love all these stats where people get these from. Thanks, Glenn, for this. Ariel Jules won last season. Hughes, 65.8%. Thomas, 66%. And Kitchen, 59%. There you go.
But it's more than just the Ariel Jules, isn't it? It's organisation we need.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're struggling more than anything. Because you can move your players around in a certain way to defend your area. I think sometimes we get caught out big time because nobody's actually telling people where they should be standing, or they don't see it quick enough. Yeah, we get caught out a lot, Miles. I know we're letting goals from set pieces, but we do get caught out with through balls a lot. Luckily, we've got away with 2 or 3 chances this season. There was an incident in the was it on Saturday? He was offside, wasn't he? Was it Saturday he was offside? Or was it the first game of the season? There's one game, I think it was probably Hull actually, where he was offside, but it was just a through ball. And we're so flat. And we get caught out a lot. Even the ball over the top. It could have been the league.
It was, I think, do you know what? I think that's happened twice. I think that was at Hull.
Yeah.
Against Hull. Against Hull, first game of the season, and I think it was Saturday as well.
Yeah, so and also the ball over the top where our fullbacks get pulled out of position. So you do need somebody with a head who can organise.
Yeah, this is it. This is the thing. I remember interviewing Callum Doyle, and he was with Fads at the time. I don't know if you were there that night. And I mean, it was a cracking night. I mean, it really was. And I asked Callum Doyle, I said to him, I says, what's it like then? I says, you know, you're a young lad, you're learning the trade. I says, what's it like working next to the man next to you? And he said, he's been brilliant. He said, he's coached us all the way. He says, he's taught us so much on the field, off the field, you know, because we were leaking goals. Do you remember? Because Fads was injured at the time. I think we were leaking a lot of goals. He come back from injury. And we were playing the 3 at the back, weren't we? And he says, Fads has coached us that well on the pitch and off the pitch. It's made us realise what we've been doing wrong. And this is what I said earlier on. You know, when we look at a centre-back, do we look at a Hughes, or who can be, as you said, play a few games, he could be brilliant? Or do we look at an experienced centre-back who's got a few years left in his legs, not too old as you reckon, as you say, you know, still a good few years left in his legs. So the question is then, if we're looking at someone to come in and to try and stamp a bit of authority to organise the defence, do you think it might be someone, I know we've mentioned his name before, but Dom Hyam, who's growing up playing football with Kyle, ended up playing with Kyle at Blackburn and at Coventry. Do you think that might be a good option if we could probably bring someone in? Not saying him, but someone like him.
I think whoever we bring in, I think Matt Grimes is the exception in terms of the age. I still think our model is to bring somebody in younger. I mean, if we bring Hughes in for 10 million, that's mental, because that means we're going to be wanting to sell him in 3 years for 20 million or 30 million or something if he improves that much. But I think that's the road we're going down. And the trouble is, we do need to sell people to balance the book still. I mean, Kieran Maguire said that I think over 3 years, we've lost 6 million, but that's probably the Hamer and Vic money. That's kept it down to 6 million, else we would have lost about 20 million over those 3 seasons. And you can only lose 39 million. So we have to be in a position where we have got players who can be sold to balance that deficit. And the way Doug's doing things, he doesn't want a massive debt, because at the end of the day, he's a businessman. There will be a time where he will sell the club. That happens. And it's going to be easy to sell if you haven't got a massive debt. Now he's got it all together, hasn't he? It's perfect. So he's not going to risk a lot. So if he signs somebody for a lot of money, I mean, like Haji Wright, I think he's expecting to get his money back on Haji Wright in the end. But if he does that, it's going to have to be the next window, isn't it? Or the one after that.
Yeah, so they've got, so they've been here 2 years. They've got a 4-year deal, same as Bobby, same as Kitchen. Yeah. Everyone was on a 4-year deal. So we've still got 2 seasons left, haven't we, basically?
Right, so the end of this season, there might
end
be
of this season. Yeah, end of this season, you got to cash in. Otherwise, you risk that you're going to let him play his last season, not bother playing, and see out his contract and go on a free.
Exactly. So if they do bring somebody in, I still think it was somebody younger. Whether or not they pay a lot of money for him, that's a different matter. But if they're looking for the cheap option, you are going to go for a player with the experience of Dom Hyam, aren't you? Or Fads even, where it won't cost you a lot, but it will just see you over the line, won't it, for the next 3 years?
Definitely.
Which I want, I don't know. I don't know which one I'd want. It's difficult. You just want somebody to come in who can do the job, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's difficult because
someone that walks straight in and knows what they're doing and fits straight into the team.
A bit like Matt Grimes did.
Oh, yeah.
20 minutes against Leeds United, you thought, yep, he'll be all right.
Yeah. Even though we did get trounced, but it definitely was. Mark Light's coming. He said Haji back from injury, 100% fit. That's why. I tell you, do you know what? I don't know if it is that. I just think someone's put an absolute rocket up his backside, which is bloody brilliant. Hector's gone, what's happened to Norman? Well, he was in training with the boys, but obviously he's not fitting into the team. Finn says, Sal, Sheaf, Sims, Collins, Bissett, buy what we need. I don't know how much you get for them. I don't think anyone's going to buy Sheaf the way he is at the moment. Matt SB. Oh, hello, Matt. How are you, mate? Matt, you got to come on the show. Come on. Come on the show. We need you to come on the show. It'd be great to have a chat with you. Evening, guys. We definitely need the win this Saturday, as September will be very tricky. Yeah, and we've got Norwich, Leicester. Birmingham. Oh, my words. Birmingham. Yeah,
that's another thing. The next round of the Carabao Cup would have been between Leicester and Birmingham as well.
Oh, so it's probably worked in our favours then, hasn't it?
And the Blues are out as well, aren't they?
Yeah. So. Yeah. But it's helped us then, isn't it, to go into those 2 games, I suppose. Nicholas James, Haji is better striker for us than Vic was. It's 35 games quicker than Vic to get to that figure. Oh,
there you go.
There you are. Bissett must have done something that was unforgivable. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't. Right, I'm just going to start where I've got to. There is hundreds of bloody comments coming in here, and we'll come back to them in a minute. But we do need...
Our team's disappeared. We stuck them out on loan.
Yeah, we took them all out on loan.
Well, Vicky's on a cruise, so she's off down the fjords.
She is, yes. She's gone scouting, isn't she?
She's gone all Viking on us, hasn't she? She's gone up there.
Yes, she's gone scouting, ready for Monday. Yeah. Please don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. Here you go. This is how you can do it. Give us a thumbs up as well tonight on YouTube, please. Absolutely fantastic if you can do that. There's more watching on YouTube than any other social platform tonight, so please do give us a thumbs up. Also, here's Spot the Ball. Get your guesses in. You can win a mug tonight. Where do you think the ball is? Haji Wright having a little strike on Saturday down at the old CBS Arena, which is now ours. It's all ours. You can head over after this show and you can listen to the interview that Claudio has made with Kieran Maguire. Thank you, Claudio, for doing this. Absolutely brilliant, mate. I know it was short notice. You jumped on it. Really appreciated you doing this for us. Exclusive interview with Kieran Maguire. What a great guy. I messaged him Monday evening. I said, would you come on tomorrow? He went, yes, no problem. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much, Kieran. And what's the name of his podcast again, Claudio? Because you interviewed him and everything.
Price of Football.
There you go. You can get his podcast on Price of Football. I've seen some people saying, what does he know about accountancy on football? Well, he's an expert. So there you go.
There's two in the country. He's one of them.
Yeah, and Brighton fans, he's a Brighton fan. He knows all about what we're going through and what we've been through and what's going to happen with the club. So absolutely brilliant. Don't forget as well, you get your David Speedie tickets. We are hosting it down at the Walsgrave Workingmen's Club, 26th of September, the night before the Birmingham game. Going to be a brilliant night. £10. Head over to our description on YouTube. You can get the link in there. Also, head over to the Walsgrave Workingmen's Facebook page and you can get your tickets on there. Book signing, bring your books along, sign it. It'll take a picture with you and everything. And there's going to be a quiz on the night and a raffle. I want to bring this up because this is going to be blooming fantastic as long as it doesn't rain. This Saturday, if you're not going to Oxford and you want something to do before the game and then after the game, come down to the Shep, all right, in Kersley. I'm doing the afternoon shift. I'm doing the outdoor stuff this weekend. I'm starting at midday. It's going to be brilliant. We've got a live band, UB40, Letitia George off BBC CWR. She was on The Voice when it was on the BBC. Fantastic voice. I've worked alongside Letitia. She's a wonderful lady. Outside bar, DJs outside, which is me, DJ inside. Please come down. It's a free event, 12 till 8 outside and then inside from 8 o'clock. And we will have live updates from the game as well if we haven't got it on some sort of device while we're still working, which I'm sure we will have. Right then. Jack's here. Good evening, Jack.
Evening, guys.
How do we change that? Let's change that to like that now then. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Good. We've just been putting the worlds to right with comments and stuff.
Oh, good.
So you haven't missed much. We're just about to get on to Oxford, but before we do, I just want a quick summary of what is your thoughts on that result on Tuesday.
I mean, result I'm not too disheartened by. Our reserves lost to their reserves. Our first team would probably beat their first team right now, so I'm not too concerned. I'm disappointed by the 11 that started didn't exactly take the chance to try and break into the first team. I wasn't really impressed with any of them, if I'm honest. I was in the Luton game. Obviously, we mentioned Andrews and Raphael, but the other night it was just kind of a bit poor all round. We brought the first teamers on. The game got a lot better and we got a goal. So positives that the fact that we can bring these players off the bench and they can have an impact. So if we need to do that in the future, that's the positive. But the good news is it doesn't really mean anything. It just would have been nice to get another game in for the squad players, I suppose. But like I say, not too concerned by the result. It was more the players didn't take their chance, which is slightly disappointing.
Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, I think we all agree with that, and I think Claudio agreed. I agreed. It is a bit disappointing, but we move on now to Saturday, and we were just talking about your hat. It was it 36 or 39 quid, that hat?
Well, it was 34, but that's not what I paid.
34.
So
34. Sorry,
I didn't pay 34 for it.
No, you got. Yes.
I robbed them. Yeah. No, they paid me 34 quid to advertise it on their behalf.
I'm still waiting for my parcel to come to the front door.
What he's done is made a donation to the club of £34. That's what he's done.
Well, all I'm saying is since I bought this hat, Doug's bought a stadium and we won 7-1 at home. So I'm not fussed what you lot think.
Yeah, but we also lost 2-1 at Millwall.
If I wasn't wearing my hat for that one.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right, then let's get on to Oxford then. Vicky's given me a prediction already. I haven't heard from Ken, so I don't know what he's going to say. But Vicky's gone 1-3 to Oxford. Now, Claudia, you got some stats on us versus Oxford. I think these are quite interesting, aren't they?
Well, yeah, we've beaten them 12 times. We've drawn once and we've lost 5. We haven't got a great record at Oxford, but overall, we are a huge bogey team. And I was thinking the last time we played there, we won 3-2. Is that right? Was that last season?
Yeah. Sakamoto got a beautiful goal. Ellis Sims missed a penalty.
Oh, yes.
And Milan nearly face planted about 2 meters in front of me.
Yeah, he did. He could just come tumbling over. But yeah, I think Sakamoto saved Ellis. Well, no, it was Mason Clark saved face for Ellis, wasn't it? Because he beat the goalkeeper to that ball, didn't he? That was bouncing horribly wrong, and he beat him to it and put it into the back of the net. But
yeah, the last minute winner at home, didn't we? The penalty was it?
Yeah.
No, it was a through ball, wasn't it? Haji Wright went through.
That's it.
It was a back pass, dodgy back pass from Oxford.
It was last minute. It was last minute, definitely. And I think Haji Wright thought he'd done his business for the whole season now until we played Sunderland, even though he got injured for most of it. Bless him.
Hang on, you can't say that because he got 7 goals before he got injured, and that was goals number 1 and 2 for him for the season. So he did actually score 5 more before he got injured.
Still
not enough. Still not enough as a striker.
The last time I went to Oxford, we lost. No, we won in the pre-season friendly. O'Hare, I think, got injured that day actually. Or no, O'Hare, I remember at the end of the game, O'Hare was clapping, and people were saying that's him clapping.
It's his last game.
Is his last game, and he started the season and got injured.
Yeah,
it's a nonsense, isn't it? Really, what fans think sometimes. But Manor Ground, I think I went there 2 or 3 times. Didn't see a win whatsoever in the old days. So, I'm not going. So
didn't we play? We played them in League One as well, didn't we? And Dabo scored 2 own goals.
Yeah,
we were winning 3-1 at the time. Yeah, 3-3 draw. Oh my God, that was like, what on earth's just happened? We were walking this game, and Dabo went and put it both in the back of our net. You just couldn't write the script, really, could you? But I mean, going into this game, Claudio, you got to think it's all, apart from any injuries, which fingers crossed we haven't got any injuries going into this, which we'll find out tomorrow. But you got to favour us for this by miles, haven't you? Especially after their result last night, 6-0 against Brighton at home. I'm not sure how many first team players played for them last night, but I mean, you really got to fancy us with this one, surely.
We need to do what we did at Derby in the second half and against QPR. We need to get at Oxford and pressure, play high press, get in their faces. I think they're going to struggle this year, Oxford. And this is, if we want to get promoted and cement a place in the top 6, this would be a good place to get 3 points. And basically, it takes us into the international break in a good position. Results go our way, we could be top. You never know. It could work out that way. But I think we've got to go there and just get into them. Do what we're doing. Move the ball quickly. Don't allow Bobby Thomas to dwell on the ball. Get the ball forward fast and get the wide players involved. Santi needs to do what he did on Saturday and really busy himself in that first half. And yeah, a bit like QPR, try and get it done in the first half if you can do it. They should be full of confidence. Forget Tuesday. That's not the same. This is the 2 league matches leading up to Saturday. They should be full of confidence now. There's no excuses. They showed they can score goals. If we get 2 more, that's the record at this level for the first 4 matches or something in the league. So, and I think we can do it.
Well, I'm just looking at the fixtures for Saturday, and if results go our way, we could be in a position going into that game, being a 3:00 kickoff, where we need to win to go top of the table, because Borough got Sheffield United, which Sheffield United can't keep this run going, surely.
They've got to win soon.
They've got to win soon. And Stoker got West Brom. So we could be going into this game thinking before kickoff, we could be top of the table going into this international break. I know it's only 4 games in, and we said before the season started, let's have none of this. Let's see where we are after 10 games. If we've had a good start like we've got 7 points. If we could go into that game knowing that we could go top of the table going into the international break, that's going to give the team a massive confidence boost going into that, isn't it?
Well, that's what Sunderland did last season, didn't they? Sunderland got off to a great start and they stayed there all season. And you're right, Miles. It's 10 games. See where we are. Nonsense. How about we see where we are after 4 matches? Managers got sacked last season after 1 game. The guy at Preston.
Yeah.
It's. I think you just got to get stuck in good old fashioned English football.
Yeah, definitely.
Just get into them basically. I'm fed up of this ticky-tacky nonsense at the back. Get the ball rolling quick, get the pressure on, get it into Haji Wright. Haji Wright's on fire. Give him the ball. Just keep giving him the ball. Him and EMC and Asante, if they do what they did to Oxford, what they did to QPR, we could be 3 up at half time. Seriously.
Yeah. I mean, Jack, with the confidence that is going around the club at the moment, not just for the players and not just for Doug King, but for the fans. I mean, this could be a special day. This could be, going into the international break, couldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the players will have happy memories of going there, on the 1st of March. They'll have happy memories of specifically last Saturday, but the Saturday before. It's probably the best start we've had to a season in a very long time. I was going to have a look at that actually, but I thought I'd wait till after the Oxford game and I'll look at some stats and I'll see how well we've started up to the first international break and things like that. I mean, we spoke about that 10-point mark being, if we win on Saturday, we've got 10 points. Doesn't matter where we are, we've got 10 points. Last season, after 11 games, we'd accumulated 9 points. And on the 12th game, we won to take us to 12 points. So it took us 12 games to achieve a points tally that could and should be achieved Saturday. So that just shows you we've got 8 games spare compared to last season, essentially, already. And, if I'm not saying we're going to put together a string of 9 wins in 11 like we did last January to March, but we don't have to, because like Claudia says, let's go and do a Sunderland. Let's go and cement our place in the playoffs so early that we can take our foot off the gas. Hopefully not lose 6 out of 8 or whatever Sunderland did. But, just if we can cement ourselves, well, it worked for them, didn't it? They might have worked. But it meant that they were rested enough that by the time they came to play us, they did the job. Yes, it was more on our mistakes and our issues of lack of scoring than it was on their tactical masterclass. But let's get to that point. Let's go and do it. What's stopping us right now? Like you say, we could be top of the league. When's the last time we were genuinely top of a division? I don't remember. That's something else I can look at. But yeah, there's so much positivity, so much excitement. We're still going to worry about that little bit at the back. But if we're scoring 4 a game, you look at Liverpool last season, they won the Premier League, not because they had a good defence, but because they outscored everybody, even the last 2 games of Liverpool. They've thrown a 2-goal lead away, but they've still won both games. Signs of a good team if you can work out how to win a game. We just about did that. Well, I know we had a 2-goal cushion at Derby, but we did enough. And there were times last season we'd go and we'd work out just about how to beat teams. And I'm sure that the stats under Lampard are incredible, especially if you know the playoffs game.
Jack, that game against Derby this season, at 3-2 last season, we'd have lost that.
Oh, we lost it 4-2 last season.
Yeah, we'd have lost that. I would not even envisage we'd get back. But
obviously Frank proved over from the 27th of November through to the end of the season that we could win 9 out of 11 and we could do these things and we were capable of it. But he still did all that with a Mark Robins squad, didn't bring any of his own players in, i.e. Grimes was already identified. Now he's actually had a pre-season with the same group of players that had already got to where we were last year. We can only get better, surely, even if nothing more happens in the transfer market. I know you've probably talked about Hughes already tonight, but even if nothing else happens, we're just in a better place than we were, and nothing's changed. We're still picking the same fullbacks, even though we've replaced them, but everything's better.
I think you know that stat. You've just put that stat out there that 4 games we're at 10 points. It took us 12. Did you say 12?
12, yeah.
It took us 12 games to get to 10 points last season. So that there says it all, doesn't it? I mean, that there just says exactly the way the club is going. And Saturday, I know we ain't got many tickets, 1,845 tickets or something stupid like that. Which I don't see why they do that, because you see it on the telly, they'll have a segregation between the fans, and that's another probably 500 seats. But when you look at it that way, after 4 games reaching 10 points, that's bloody marvellous. I mean, that is just where you want to be. It is exactly where you want to be. And let's go and do this, because we only need Borough and Sheffield United to draw, Stoke, West Brom to draw. We win, we're top of the table on goal difference. So, let's go and do this. Let's go and show. No, that won't be right, will it? No, we won't be top, will we? Because we will be top, won't we?
Well, it depends.
Yeah, we will be top. No, we will be top. Yeah, we'll be top on goal difference. We'll all be on 10 points, but we'll be on top on goal difference. So I am right.
Before a ball was kicked, we were looking at, I don't think any of us put West Brom in the top 6. None of us certainly put Stoke in the top 6, but we also didn't have them as relegation candidates. Therefore, we'd either say West Brom would grind out a win or they might draw, especially as it's at Stoke. It would probably be a draw. So before a ball was kicked, we'd say they'll draw. And then Middlesbrough, Sheffield United, it's just a case of who started the better and who's at home. So, that's probably a draw. We all think, or the majority of us here think, that Sheffield United are going to be a playoff contending team. They might not make it, but they're going to be contending. And that's whereabouts Middlesbrough are going to be as well. We think. We can't work that out for certain now, but so we could be looking at realistically 2 draws there. So what's stopping us winning and going top? Simple.
Yeah. And we'd be miles clear. We'd be miles clear on goal difference.
Yeah.
And watching Stoke, the highlights against Southampton should have won that game, basically. So none of the games we've played in can you say we shouldn't have won? Because really, Milan hit the post against Hull. So that hits inside the post. We've won that game as well.
The thing is about that game, we hadn't quite worked out the speed. Grimes said after the game, the last thing to connect is the strikers. And Hull played a perfect masterclass in not conceding a goal. They did absolutely everything they came to do. Teams did that last year. Millwall did it just before New Year. Sunderland came to do it in the playoffs, and we obviously got 1, but they got 2, so they did enough. And that's exactly what Hull came to do, and they did the job because we hadn't got that connection yet. But clearly that's happened with 12 goals in 2 games. So if we played Hull today at home or this weekend at home, we beat them. I'm absolutely convinced we would beat them because we've now connected. It's worked.
Well, Oxford lost 3 out of 3 so far.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh, God. Oh, don't tell me they've got a player who hasn't scored for 4 years.
Well, yeah.
But also as well, so before Mark Robins was sacked, he only achieved 4 league wins with Coventry last season. If we beat Oxford, we've done 3 and a draw, which is it's only 4.5 points less than Mark achieved in 14 games. So again, I'm not here to slander Mark Robins. We were absolutely, I love Mark Robins and I still do. And everything he's done for this club was incredible. But we've moved on and we've moved forwards. And we have the ability to beat Mark Robins' record in 14 games after 5 this year. And that's exactly what we've been saying for 4 seasons now. We've got to start quick. And after 3 games, we have. Tomorrow's the big one. If we can go in, I think we all said 10 points before the international break. And that'll segue us, roller coaster us into the season. It means we can afford to have the inevitable blip that every club does. When ours will come, we don't know, but at least it's not at the beginning and in the middle.
Yeah, I just think it's an exciting time to be a Cov City fan, and when you think about what we've been through, and I know we keep going on about it over and over and over again, but what we have been through has been unbelievable, and the last week for me has just been special. And I think if we can carry this on Saturday, I would have been there, but it's not unfortunate. Money talks, as agents do, and everything else. Money talks, and I'm not going to turn down a gig at the Old Shepherd, that's for sure. So I've been to Oxford loads of times. So for people that say that I'm hogging tickets, I'm not, because I've given someone else has had my allocation. I haven't bought them. Someone else has had my allocation somewhere along the line. So I hope they enjoy it.
I don't think you need to explain yourself to anybody, Miles.
Well, just in case anyone thinks, you know what I mean.
I feel stupid because I didn't realise it was a 3 o'clock kickoff. I could have gone.
Oh,
I know.
No, you're banned. You're not allowed. You're banned.
You wouldn't have been able to come with us because our bus is leaving at 9 a.m. to go for a breakfast. And secondly, you've been banned off it. So
it's banned. It's banned. Right. So Vicky, let's do these score lines then. The cup didn't count the other night, so happy days. The closest anyone got to that.
I said 1-1.
You said 1-1. You said 1-1. So you were the closest, really. 1-1. I said 1-0 win. No, Ken said 1-0 win. Vicky said 3-2. No, I said 1-0 win. Sorry, Ken said 2-0 win. Vicky said 3-2. I can't remember what Claudio said.
I said
he weren't on, was he?
I came on and you asked me. I went, we'd lose.
Oh, did you? Did you say what score?
No, no.
Then you said we'd win. Then we all had a go at you, and you said we'd win.
Yeah, that's right. Don't be so negative. Right, come on in, Claudio. Give us a score for Saturday.
I think we'll win. I'm going to go for another uncomfortable 2-0.
Okay, Jack.
I've gone for 4-1.
I'm going to go.
You don't have to write these down. I've got the spreadsheet. You're all right.
No, I write them down for me when I'm hosting. Okay. I got it in front of me. I'm going to say, I'm going to go.
Well, you said 5-0 last week, mate. Go for 6.
No, I don't think it'd be 6.
Oh, right.
To be fair, we didn't think it'd be 5 last week, but look what happened.
No, I don't think it's going to be 6. I'm going to go. We're going to win 4-0.
They've only let in 5 goals, though, even though they haven't won.
Well, they haven't. They let in 6 last night.
Well, that's true. Yeah, so can they lose 5 in a row? Blimey.
But Claudia, QPR had only conceded 3 across 2 games.
Yeah.
Draw. So.
Yeah. I love Alison Berry's coming. He says we're going to win 10-1. That'd be class.
Just looking at the table and looking at Wrexham, and they're no wins yet. Interesting. I'm just looking at Wrexham struggling. That's all.
I think Jack. Oh no, that was ages ago, wasn't it? I don't know. I'm losing it. I've got to find out where we are with the comments. There's that many.
I think Jack's got some stats on the current squad. Is that?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be now. You can do comments first.
No. Go on. Do your stats. That gives me a chance to catch up.
All right. Well, I picked. So I've looked at stats, and I'll explain why I started here from the Luton Town home win last season when we were 2-0 down at half-time and won 3-2, up until present day, and I've only looked at league games, so not the 2 FA Cup games or the 2 League Cup games we've had in between. Yeah, that's right. I'm just checking. Yeah, that's right. So from that Luton Town game, that was Victor Torp's first goal for Cov at home, and his first since his debut back at Sheffield Wednesday in the January. And I've looked from there to now, and I've looked at stats for Haji Wright, Jack Rodoni, and Victor Torp, because there are 3 leading goal contributors from then till present. And at home, I know Haji's been out injured quite a lot. At home, Haji scored 7. Jack and Victor have both got 8 goals at home since then. That's less than a year, and that's 2 midfielders scoring 8 goals at home, which is fantastic. Away from home, Haji's got 4, Jack Rodoni's got 3, Torp's got 1. But again, they've all got assists in that home and away. So overall, Haji's got, since that Luton Town game, 21 appearances, 11 goals, 2 assists. Bearing in mind, 4 of those goal contributions have come in the last 3 games. 2 games, I should say. Last 2 games, not counting the cup. Rodoni has played 37 times, scored 11, assisted 11. So that's 22 goal contributions in 37, which is from midfield. So that's 2 goal contributions every 3 games. And Victor Torp has got 29 appearances, 9 goals and 5 assists. So that's 14 goal contributions in 29. It's about a goal contribution every 2 games. Now, we all know last season, Victor Torp away from home was pretty poor. And in fact, Torp's only away goal came at Derby since his debut in the FA Cup at Sheffield Wednesday. So it just proves he was so much more effective at home, as we all could see. But maybe that's changed now with his goal at Derby. He also got an assist at Derby. So, you know, that's positives. Again, I'm only looking at these 3. I haven't included Efron. Again, a lot of injuries, but there are leading goal contributors. And I've picked out 5 quick points from that. So, so since Torp's debut, he's only got 2 away from home, his debut and then Derby. Obviously, the one at Wembley, we all know he scored that, but I can't include it. Haji Wright had only ever scored in back-to-back games on 2 occasions. He's not only scored in back-to-back games now, but he's also done it in back-to-back-to-back, if you include the cup game on Tuesday where he came off the bench. And it's the first time in his Coventry career he's scored in 3 in a row. So that's another positive. Wow. In games where Victor Torp, Jack Rodoni and Haji Wright have all started, we've got 2 draws and 5 wins, 0 losses under Frank Lampard. And in fact, they all 3 started at the 2-2 draw at the Stadium of Light last season where Reece Carr took charge. So when those 3 play, that's 8 games, 5 wins, 3 draws when they start. So that's a positive.
That's interesting.
When Victor Torp has scored, we've never lost.
Right.
We have drawn a couple, but we've never lost.
Gold.
And when Jack Rodoni scores, we've only not won 3 times. Those 3 times were Sheffield United when he came off the bench after his injury and scored. Yeah. So he didn't start that game. It was Sheffield Wednesday at home near the beginning of the season, but that was under Mark Robins, so we were pretty crap anyway. And the third one was the home playoff semi-final against Sunderland. So if you want to rejig this stat to make it sound a bit better, when Jack Rodoni scores in games that he starts under Frank Lampard in the league, we don't lose. I know that's quite a few conditions in there. So as a general rule, when Torp scores, we don't lose or haven't never lost. When Rodoni scores, we barely lose. And when all 3 start a game, we don't lose.
Now, the thing is here, Jack, if you're
That's
an analyst at the club, you'll look at that and you'll go, Wright, Torp and Rodoni need to start.
Yeah.
Because statistically, we win games.
Yeah.
You see, and that's where it comes in important, all these stats. And that's what I get from that.
Listen, hold on a sec, but that deserves this.
Can I just add as well? I did see Will King was in the comments earlier. So Will, if you want to put in a good word with Doug, I'll work for the club and I'll be his analyst, and I can give you some brilliant stats like that to feed back into Frank. I'll go and work with Frank. I don't mind.
Oi, hold on a minute. Whoa.
I'll still come on the show.
I ain't having that.
There will be a transfer fee involved.
There's a transfer fee. Yes, exactly. And mine's 10% on top.
You do an Alexander Isaac and go on strike.
Hey, I'm the one that brought you in here. I get 10% of that transfer fee. That's my idea.
He'll put his camera on. All we see is just his hat.
Oh, bloody hell. Hey, listen, do you know what? I thought it was going to be a quick show, but it hasn't, has it? We've got so many comments. How on earth we're going to get through this lot? I don't know. Shall we try? Let's try. Mark R. Haji's confidence must be sky high at the moment. The way he waited out the Millwall keeper for his penalty and winning the penalty in the first place. I just said that earlier. How good was that? How he won that penalty was brilliant. Paul Stratton, Stadium has quite rightly taken all the money. Think MVE deal falling through means no further incomings. Must keep starting 11 and suspension free. Yep, got to keep them, haven't we? Richard Hannah has come in. He says, if this Haji turns up Saturday, think Oxford will be in trouble. Nicholas James, I really do like Haji. And as far as penalties go, he's the best pen taker we have ever had for years. He only missed one at Southampton, didn't he? But he slipped. He slipped, didn't he? And
Matty Godden was good, though, wasn't he?
Huh?
Matty Godden was good, though.
Oh, Matty Godden was very good. Very
you say
good
that,
indeed.
though, but Matty Godden missed his last two penalties that he took for Coventry.
Oh,
you had to put a dampener on it, didn't you?
He's not a player anymore, so it doesn't matter.
Phil Taylor, Haji better with the ball to feet. Last half of last season, we were just putting crosses. This season, we are mixing it up, and BTA has been fantastic for me. George Osters come in, says, currently watching from Derbyshire with Mackham and Geordie. Nice to see you all. Well, thank you for joining us. Ralph Wiggins says, I don't think Asante has been called up. Yeah, we said that earlier on. Thank you, Ralph. I think we picked that one up from you. Nicholas James, I'm going to say it. I'm just happy and proud as a City fan because the week we've had and are going to have had just the stuff of dreams for us because we are keeping all our top players, and I do think one or two more coming in. Hold on, is that Ken in disguise? One or two more coming in. There's been a few spot the balls. Don't forget, get your guesses in for spot the ball. I'll get the picture back up very shortly. We'll draw that very soon. Mark R. Hey, we got a mortgage to pay now. You'd think we would have tried to stay in the competition just for the prize money. A few more spot the balls. Mark Armstrong has come in and says club record bid for Charlie Hughes. We're not sure on what's going on with that Charlie Hughes. Rowan Walsh, I love a cup run. Was gutted to see us go out. Nicholas James, I agree, Miles, that my reason for being disappointed about the cup game is our winning unbeaten start. Pompey Lil, are our recruitment team up to scratch? I can't believe we are so close to transfer deadline and still haven't recruited a quality striker or defender. Match plot. Would be lovely to go into the international break with another 3 points. give time to refresh before tough month fixtures in September. Marcus J, no to Bamford, please. Yeah, no to Bamford. Alison Berry, they are going to want to make up for Tuesday on a Saturday, and will go out. They're definitely going to go out at Oxford and just go for them. Salop CCFC, Goldridge, Europe, EFL, Coca-Cola, Fizzy Drink Cup, Sheffield Wednesday. Then the second division became the last cup to win the competition, while competing outside of the first division and the Premier League. Mick Davenport, we're after William Boving along with Leicester. I've heard that today. Have you heard that one? But as we know, Doug King keeps everything close to his chest. Look what happened to the ground. When do we have everyone back on our match day squads? We'll be very strong between the starting 11 and the bench, but we do need to try and keep our first choice 17 and 18 fit. We definitely do. Mark R, there were 9 changes on Tuesday, and yes, the replacements were lacking, but we are not likely to have 9 first teamers out at the same time as individual fill-ins. I don't think we are that badly off. Van Hunter, shame to not continue with the run and run, but better it be in the Carabao Cup than the league. Hopefully the taste of defeat will spur the lads on at Oxford. Doesn't look like they played first team Wednesday. Oh, it looks like they rested players as well. Alan Green, World Cup is next year. USA host nation Haji has to have a good season to cement his place in the squad. Hey, oh, Mad Frankie's in. Hold on, Mad Frankie. Don't worry, at least 3 coming in and 2 going out. Oh, he knows a bit more than us then. How was that, Jack? Was that better than yours?
Better than Claudio's.
No.
Claudio, you missed my attempt at doing Mad Frankie last week.
Yeah, it's probably more like Sad Frankie, wasn't it?
No, it was good, wasn't it? It was good, wasn't it, Jack? You did really well.
It was more like Phil Mitchell.
You can do the next one then when it comes up. Lee Beckett, get a good points tally and then take a run in the FA Cup. Yes. Finn, win Saturday, we could be top of the league. Oh. Ryan Matthews, Norwich, Leicester, Birmingham after the break. It will be interesting. Somehow getting 6 to 9 points from those fixtures will be massive. Alex Al, was the Oxford game home and away the best pair of games last year? Both games were very entertaining. 3-2 wins. Yeah, they were 3-2 both games, weren't they? NK, it's a good job the Stag and Hen didn't offer free shots per City goal last Saturday, as they would have gone bankrupt. Perhaps free chip batches for each goal might work better. Those chip batches were ace, crinkle cut chips. What's this? Money, Miles, Hamer and O'Hare. I don't know. I can't remember what was that about. Jonah Fatcat, howdy from Bermuda. Oh, he's got us on in Bermuda, Jonah. Well done, Jonah. Oh, here we go. Here's a long one. Nicholas James. My only worry is that watching what other teams are doing in the window means they are all have quality in depth, which currently we don't so much. But let's hope another couple of players do come in. If we get Hughes in and a striker of top quality, we will be good, as I do think we have the best midfield in the division. Talk Radoni Grimes. That's all I need to say. Mic drop. I like that. That is good. Very good. NK, I think the purchase of the CBS may mean that there are no more permanent signings. Doug King or Frank Lampard might need to look at a loan market unless Radoni or MVE go. Hold on. No negativity in here tonight, NK, please. They're not going anywhere. Fan Hunter, forget the transfer rumour mill. Doug doesn't feed it. keep his cards very close to his chest, a benefit of our one-man board. Robert Mason, good evening, Robert. Saints have signed fellows from West Brom for 10 million, so that should ease the Radoni fears. Ken Otomo, interesting. No one talking about Sakamoto. Has he become a very average player? So isn't hitting the headlines with fans? Whoa, hold on a minute. No. He's injured. I ain't having that, Ken Otomo. Come on now. No.
Also, Miles, if you're going to read out every single comment, we're going to be here till Christmas.
I'm not. I'm nearly at the end.
You're not. That
I
comment was from 8 minutes past 8.
Oh, okay. I'll skip all the way right down to the bottom then.
I think Claudia and I started you to read out if you can.
Yeah, but I can't do everything. I'm hosting and I'm reading and I'm doing
everything. Read them? Claudia can read them.
Can I? No, Claudio was doing other stuff. He was doing. Oh, let's do spot the ball. You're doing me head in. Shut up. Right. Spot the ball. You should have stayed backstage. All right, come on then. Let's get spot the ball up. There you go. All right, there you go. Spot the ball. Where's the ball? Get your guesses in. It's your last chance. That's it. Jack's told me off. So get your guesses in. Where's the ball? You threw me off now. It's not fair. David Speedie night. Get your tickets now. Head over to the description in YouTube and you can get your tickets now. £10 a ticket. Come down, see David Speedie, hosted by ourselves, and bring your books down. He'll sign it. He'll have a picture taken with you. We've got a raffle and a quiz night as well on the cards. Right. And if you haven't already seen it, head over after the show, go and watch the show, or listen tomorrow while you're at work on Spotify. We have an exclusive interview with Kieran Maguire, absolutely brilliant, about the benefits of owning our own ground. Right. Have you picked out some comments then, guys?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Go on then. You do it. Go on.
Recent ones that I've seen. Will King's still here. He was listening to me. He says, love a data-driven approach. Well, thank you, Will. Like I say, put in a nice word.
Oh, shut up. I want 10%.
Nicholas James said, how much would you let Jack go for? So how much is the transfer fee, guys?
Oh,
a year's supply of KFC.
No.
That's not very Italian of you, Claudio.
No, a lifetime supply of King of Shaves.
Prawn sandwiches.
And a year in the director's seats.
Interesting.
There you go.
Michael Harding said, Claudio, tell us more about your world record hockey game.
Oh, yeah, I was on CWR this week. And I was involved. I'm in the Guinness Book of World Records. Yeah, I am part of.
Not.
I am. I'm part of 367 people who we basically played a hockey match, and it was done over several hours, and you had to be counted on and off. You had to do about 20 minutes each, and you had the Guinness Book of Records there. It was mad. And as you stepped on, you had to make sure as you stepped off, somebody had to step on. And they actually watched your feet to make sure you didn't leave the pitch before the person got on there. It was nuts. But, yeah, it was at Warwick School.
Fair enough.
Can't tell him.
Anthony Pettifer said you should send Doug King a cup for buying the stadium. You mean one of our new Sky Blue Fans TV mugs?
Wow. You see. Yeah. Let's just wait and see.
Well, Doug, if you're listening, if you come on the show, we'll happily send you a mug and we'll throw in a coaster as well.
Well, do you know what? Do you know what though? As I say, I'd love to re-interview Doug. If it means just going down to meet him at the ground and go up in the offices and have a quick chat with him and stuff, because I did an interview when they did the statue reveal and something happened to the camera and the microphones and they stopped working. And it was a fantastic interview. It's the first time we managed to get him. And he was such a gent. He came over and it was great. I was shouting him and going, "Oi, come here, Doug. And he was great. And it didn't work. And I'm so gutted because I've been dying to interview him for over 2 years. And if we do get the chance again, I can't wait, because I just want to, like Claudio did. He shook his hand the other day, didn't he? And I'd love him. It doesn't have to be live on here. We can go and meet him, can't we? We can go and do it. Proper camera, we can set it all up, microphones and everything. Doesn't have to be live. We can do a separate interview. So, Doug, go on, please. Let us come and interview you, please. Pretty please. Go on, Jack.
Salop CCFC says, Jack, you'll have to start as an assistant kit man. That's all there is at the moment. Well, if you've got to work up, you've got to work up, haven't you? Mick Davenport says 3 bounty bars.
Yeah.
Rudy and MVE are staying. Nicholas James have been saying this for months. Absolute months. He's convinced. JJ Petch, prize money for the League Cup is peanuts. It would cost the City more in appearance fees, goal and winning bonus. Millwall got 7k for winning. Well, if we'd have won that, that would have covered Haji's penalty bonus, wouldn't it? Mark R, the transfer fee should be a pro away shirt for Miles. There you go, Miles. You've missed your chance. You transfer me out, you get your pro kit.
They ain't out yet. Where are they?
Salop CCFC says, congratulations, Claudio, oldest man in the world to play a hockey match.
I actually, can I just say, I was the first recipient of the Life Achievement Award at Warwick Hockey Club. It's bizarre, really. But I've only just stopped playing. But yeah, it's captain 23 years.
Miles, I think this comment's aimed at you when you were talking about Doug. So, ooh, friend.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Ooh, friend.
Do you think the team will do some of their training at the arena now? They might do. They obviously always do their open day in Easter. But
yeah, but you don't want to go and ruin the pitch, do you?
No, because the pitches at Brighton are meant to replicate what's at the CBS. That's the whole idea of it.
Mick Davenport says, let Claudio interview him. He's always in the VIP lounge eating prawn sandwiches. Well, in case you missed it, this is a flashback to last weekend. Yeah, it was funny reading some of your comments last week on what was said. But Claudio spilled the beans in. Was it on the night on the Sunday last week, or was it after the Millwall game? You did spill the beans, didn't you?
Sunday it was.
Sunday, yeah.
Sunday.
Well, I'm caught up with the comments. I'm just trying to go backwards. JJ Petch, when Millwall result wasn't too fussed about, as if we won the game, it'd be better. Leicester and Birmingham, but the performance was poor from all players coming in. Yes, that's pretty much what we've all said. Adam Toms, we just need to score 2 and we'd have the highest scoring start to the championship since the restructure. Who'd have seen that coming after the 0-0? None of us. Absolutely none of us.
No, definitely not.
Do you lot think this week's been bizarre? Because all I can think about is that stadium now. I mean, that Millwall match, regardless of the result, I think that's what I wasn't too fussed about, because for me, this stadium, it's just fantastic. And I just cannot believe finally we own our stadium. It's massive. It's absolutely massive. And I think that's the one thing. And like we were talking about, I'm definitely going to try and push this where retrofit slates to the ground or something, get them screwed onto the wall or something, where you could rebuy. I think it'd be a goer. Definitely, people would buy them now.
Yeah, but have you seen? I didn't know this. Have you seen who made the bricks for us? He was on Trisha Doodoo's show, and he's a Birmingham fan.
Oh, is he?
So no, you can't. No, that's it. I want my money back. Right, let's get Spot the Ball up then. Let's get the winners up, shall we? Let's get this up. I don't know how many winners we've got, but here you go. This is it. you've had your guesses in, and the winner is, if it works, where's it gone? Number 12.
Oh, it would be, wouldn't it?
Number 12. So, Jack, have you got your spinny wheel ready? We'll just give you some numbers. How many, Claudio, do you think?
Keep talking. And I'm
okay, so if you want some parking for the home games or away games, head over to coventryparking.co.uk. You can get some parking away from the grounds. You can get some at home as well. And if you want some coach travel, if you head over to ccfctravel.co.uk, you get all your travel there as well for home and away. Please give us a like and subscribe. Come on, guys. Apparently, there's only 89 thumbs up tonight. What's going on? There's loads watching on YouTube as well. And if you haven't already seen it, you can get your tickets now for David Speedie. Head over to our description link in YouTube, and you will find the link in there. Just copy and paste it into your browser. You'll be able to get your tickets. Someone's just messaged me, Tony Swider, said, I can't find it in your description. It's there. It's definitely there. And you can head over to Walsgrave Working Men's Club on Facebook, and you can get your tickets via them. We've got a quiz night, and we are hosting it. And there is a raffle as well. Bring your books along. He will sign it and have your picture taken for you as well. And if you haven't already watched it, please head over now after the show, straight after the show. It is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. Old Kieran Maguire tells us exclusively to Sky Blue Fans TV what it means to own the Coventry Building Society Arena, finally having the hotel, the casino, everything. So whatever you buy at that ground now, even if you're coming to Tom Grennan tomorrow night at the CBS Arena, I'll see you there. Come and say hello, because I'll be there. Whatever you buy there tomorrow night goes into the club's pocket. So whatever you do, just go and buy stuff at wherever you are in the ground. Doesn't matter if it's a cup of coffee. If it's 50p, it goes into the club's pocket. So that's what we've got to do now. Doug's bought the ground, not just for us as the fans. He's bought it for the community, for himself, for the players, for the management, for the backroom staff. He has bought that ground for all of us. And he's probably bought it so he can sell the club when we get to the Premier League to a rich Arab or someone like that. But who cares? It's ours. We own it. It doesn't matter anymore. So, just that's it. Whatever you buy now goes into the club. And if you are at Tom Grennan tomorrow night, please come and say hello. I will be there with all my family. It's going to be brilliant. Can't wait for it. It's going to be superb. Right then, how many we got, Claudio?
14 winners.
14. Okay, so Jack's going to do a spin the wheel for us. He's going to do 14 numbers, and then we'll know which one wins it. So, Claudio, if you're ready and waiting, and Jack's going to just fill that out for us. But while he does that, Paul Cutterford's coming and says, why can't the championship sides around Europe have a European competition, i.e. the three of the top 6 that don't go up enter a European Cup? Well, this is the thing. You got Norwegian sides and that playing in it. So why can't something like that happen? Excuse me. Why can't something like that happen to us? It would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Uncle Jonga says, hope he sings the Gillette song. I hope not. On the up, was that Columbo shaking Doug King's hand? Oh, my word. Can we take Sims off the parking poster, as I wouldn't trust him to park my car. I've asked for a new poster, but we haven't had it. Right, here we go then. 1 to 14, spin that wheel.
Have you numbered them all, Claudio?
Yes.
I'm just checking.
Honestly.
Don't want any hiccups. Here we go. Oh, Sakamoto's won it.
Oh, Sakamoto, number 7.
Mark Richardson.
Mark Richardson. Congratulations, Mark Richardson. You've won a Sky Blue Fans TV mug. Drop us an email. It's going across the bottom of the screen now. and we'll pass it on to Ken and get it sent to you. So absolutely brilliant. So if you can do that, that would be great. So well done, Mark Richardson. Superb. Congratulations on winning a mug. Finn says, can Jack and Claudio do impression off with Mrs. Doubtfire? No, definitely not, because I know exactly what Claudio will say. So we're not doing that. No. Adam Toms is coming on the show this weekend. We just need to score 2, and then we'd have the highest score start to the championship season since the restructure, apparently. Who have seen that coming after the 0-0 draw? Yes, exactly. So then we're off to Oxford on Saturday. Let's hope we can bring home another 3 points. And if results go our way in the 12:30 kickoffs, we, Sky Blues, if we win, could go top of the table on goal difference. Who cares? Don't care if it's goal difference. Don't care how it is. Don't care if it's alphabetical order. We'll be top of the league going into the international break, which is brilliant. So, absolutely superb. And Saturday, there will be a after-game reaction with Claudio and some of the members of the team. So you can join Claudio this Saturday. What time are we doing? 6, is it? Oh, 6. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock this Saturday. You can join Claudio live on YouTube. Get your comments in. A little half an hour show. And then the team will be back on Sunday with a full reaction to the Oxford game. And obviously we've got our Adam Toms is going to be joining us. Absolutely brilliant this Sunday, which is going to be great. And that's it. That's it for tonight. Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining us. And Claudio, you enjoyed our date on our own until we got, someone.
Till the Gusby turned up, yeah.
Yeah, till the Gusby turned up.
The chaperone turned up with his hat on.
Well, I gave you some good stats, so don't be besmirching me now. Will's going to put in a good word for me at the club, so.
Jack came in with the dessert. It was lovely.
Absolutely brilliant.
Icing on the cake. And what a week, Miles. What a week. We own
What a week. It is. It's brilliant. Brilliant. So thank you everybody as well for liking and subscribing tonight. And please don't forget to head over to stay on our YouTube channel, check out all our other videos. And tomorrow we've got coming live the Sky Blue History podcast tomorrow. What is it? The Magnificent
7. And we're going to talk. I've also got Jim Brown's opinion on the ground sale and everything, and just basically the start of the season. Some nice insights to get it from Jim.
Superb.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, that'll be live tomorrow to members only for the first 48 hours. So if you want to sign up, $1.99 or $4.99 a month, you will get exclusive access to that tomorrow for 48 hours. And then after that, we'll go live Sunday morning. But thank you so much, guys. Thanks for coming on. And it's been a brilliant week. Let's hope we can carry it on Saturday. Don't worry about the cup. Forget that. We own our ground. That's all that we care about now. And let's get 2 more signings before Monday and keep the current squad that we've got. Come on, you Sky Blues. Play up, Sky Blues.
Play up, Sky Blues. Apparently, we bid 15 million. I'll leave it there.
Oh, see you later. Ta-la.
Sky Blue Fans TV, for the fans, by the fans.